I have been trying to become a game developer for 4 years now. Why did I do it? Well, my brother downloaded this crazy game and I thought, I wanna make this game. I wanna do a game just like this. So I turned on YouTube, I looked for game making tutorials and I found Unity. And I downloaded it and now I'm a Unity game developer. Or sort of. Well, anyway, I was entering university. So my dad bought me a shitty used laptop which could barely run anything, and it looked something like this. After probably like 1.5 years, I got an internship at which after 3 months of being taught how to be a C# developer, I got a position. And after that, they gave me an actual good laptop, and that's when it actually started. But before that, I was still trying to watch YouTube, mess with the engine a little bit. So at this point, I was already familiar with Unity engine. I wasn't good at making games, I wasn't good at writing actual good game code. It's very different from just making some C# programs. But I was familiar with Unity. And when I got this laptop, I thought, hey, I think it's time to log in and make a game. And so I did. I opened a Blender, I watched more YouTube tutorials, I started making my first game. It was a car game, it was a drifting game. I was very passionate about cars back then. So I started making my models, I started making UI components, I even composed music. And here's what I got. Yeah, this game, if you look at it, the graphics aren't that good, everything looks like shit, but it was something. It was my first mobile game. I thought it was gonna make me shit tons of money, but obviously it didn't. But to make this game, I had to buy a 100 euro price subscription for Google Play in order to play this game. I was considering buying Apple One as well, which is I think 100 per year. So Google Play is 100 for lifetime, but you gotta be consistent with uploading games. I'm probably gonna lose my license very soon, because there's no way I make a game this fast. I just don't want to do it now. For mobile, at least. I wanna make a Steam game. Anyway, coming back to this game, it's a cool game, but yeah, it's just not working out. I don't even know why. Probably bad marketing and bad looks. But yeah, so after that I realized I wasn't good at making my own art, and that's actually not my first game. I made like 2 other games before this, but they both sucked and lagged, and I wasn't know what I was doing, but it was worth it because after those 2 shitty games, I had enough information to make this actual game that wasn't lagging and was performing kind of well. Sort of. And when I thought, okay, car games isn't for me, I gotta make a new game, better game, something like an RPG but a roguelite. And here it is, I made Swarmio. It's also a shit game, because I still didn't know what I was doing. And if you look closely, the attacks are just particles that are being shot randomly. There's no raycast target for any particle. It's just a straight particle that passes even enemies and doesn't do anything. And the actual damaging is just a raycast, so not the actual arrow, bullet, whatever. The spells don't really work that often for some reason. I don't know why. I'm not bothering to open code anymore. I don't want to see it. But it was an okay game. I still reuse some of the AI components I made from my previous game. I also used AI to generate over. You probably can notice which ones were which. And as for game art, I made everything myself again. And the game looks like shit again. So yeah, after this I made a decision that I will not make my game art anymore because it's shit. My animations are shit, my game art is shit, everything is shit, my game itself is shit. And so I moved on. I bought a shit tons of assets, probably cost me like 600 euros. So in total I was already down like 700 euros. And it's not a lot if you have a stable job and you're like 30. But as a second year university a student, that's a lot of money. That's like rent for like 4 months or something. So I don't know. I was living in dorms. It was cheap. Not cheap enough though. Anyway, so I think by this time 2 years passed. I learned a lot. I don't regret anything. So I wouldn't technically say it was a waste of time, but it definitely did not like make me rich or anything. Those games made $0. Actually, I'm lying. Probably made like 0.6 because one person downloaded. Thank to that person. I think he was from like Finland or something. Anyway, and I actually played the game and watched like a couple of ads, which gave me like a few cents, which I cannot even take out because you gotta make more in order to take those out. But yeah, now I moved on to Steam games. I started working on this RPG game. Now I have all the knowledge in the world. I can make any game I want, as I can imagine. Not really, but yeah, to a point. I can make a lot. I have a lot of knowledge by this point. This is like 2.5 or / 3 years of making games. Now I'd say 2 years, 2.5 years, yeah. So I have spent 2.5 years to basically gain my knowledge for game development, but not actually making games. You don't count those as games, count it as learning projects. And now I think I'm in the stage of making games. Now I think I can make any game I want, as far as I can think, as far as I can think of. So now I have experience of 2 years in Unity game developing. Well, probably just game developing in general. I know many languages by now because of my actual real work, which have been supporting me and my game dev journey. Because let me tell you, like, it doesn't pay money, and it probably even costs money to make one game or any game. So be prepared for that. It's not free, and it takes time. So you better get a job. So yeah, my job paid for all of his game development shit. They even kickstarted my game development career by giving me a free laptop that actually wasn't trash, and I was able to make games on it, even though it technically wasn't part of the company's deal and it's probably illegal by company's policy. But they don't have to know it, and I don't do it anymore because I have my own PC now. But that's how it started. And it took me 2 years and like 700 euros to get to this point, and I made zero progress in terms of money, but in terms of knowledge, I made a shit tons of progress. Now I can start working on my real projects, like this arena goblin fighter game and this zombie shooter game, and yeah, I can start my actual game dev journey. I think now this is the actual beginning. So yeah, to summarize, I would say this is something like your game dev journey might look like. You might get the knowledge and the skills faster than I did, or slower. But let me tell you something, your first 2 games, that will be just a learning curve. All devs said that, and I did not believe it. Everyone on YouTube said that, and I thought, I know how to code, a little bit at least. I can make games. No, that's not gonna happen. Your game's gonna be garbage, unless you're like a fucking wizard. But chances are you're not a wizard. I wasn't a wizard. So, to be realistic, it was a fun journey. I do not regret a thing. I would recommend for someone to become a game dev if that's what you want to do. But I also want to say just be prepared for the journey.